Okay, each of you have a question sheet in front of you, and we'll start with Señora Mendoza, number 3, and it reads, what is your opinion of the water transfer with San Diego County Water Authority, and how do you envision the IAD meeting the future water conservation needs of that transfer?
Number one, I didn't want this to be personal, but Mr. Gallagos said that I received a contribution from a contract for the All-Americans and now I'm, that's not true. I guess that's why they call them Tony Mentiras. Anyway. Okay, let's go on number 3. I did not support the water transfer because I felt that we could have gotten a better deal for our water. We could have gotten more money for our valley's water. And I didn't support it also because at the last minute they threw in that we had to sell farmland to conserve water to mitigate the Salton Sea. And I felt that in spite of getting funds from San Diego to mitigate those third-party impacts, there were going to be people that were going to fall through the cracks, and they would not be mitigated, and they would be hurt. And in fact, I was up in Sacramento talking to Senator Machado, and I said, what about the family that lost his job and lose their mortgage and they have to move? What about them? Well, let them leave. I said, well, maybe they'll move to your district and run for your office. He didn't like that very well. But the thing is that we have this water transfer, and we have to honor it. And that means keeping our part of the bargain. It's a 75-year contract. After the first 45 years, we can opt to walk away. San Diego can opt to walk away. And we can do that. But it would cost us millions of dollars if we broke that contract. And so we have to honor it as much as I don't like it. And the other part of the question was the future water needs. I think that it's important that we go from fallowing to efficiency-based conservation. That means that the farmers will conserve water based on better irrigation practices, efficiency-based, with these laterals and lining up canals and so forth. We do that, we save water that way. We do not fallow ground and the people don't get hurt. So, the water transfer is done. We can't take it back. So, do we have to honor that? Do I like it? No. Thank you.
My question number 4, and it reads, what strategies will you implement to improve the service the IAD provides to the community?
To improve the service that IAD provides to the community, I think we need to have project management. The IAD started on the system of project management recently, but they dropped it. Part of that was because we did not have continuity management. That turnover in the general manager's position, turnover in the energy manager's position. Recently we've had turnover on the board. I hope we continue to have turnover on the board because I think we're currently starting to have a project management system developed. We need to continue that. I would make sure we have full coordination, full cooperation between the departments. We need to make sure that what the water department has to do for a project lines up with when the electrical department needs to do their services. We need to make sure that there is staff to get things done in a timely manner. We went from having zero backlog on customer service projects or requests to having a 3-year backlog. That's no way to do business. We provide an estimate of what it's going to cost. By the time they get around to doing the project, the estimate's out of date. The costs have gone up so much, they have to go back, and the estimate's up 25, 30, 50% because of the cost of the commodities, the labor, the fuel, all that. The district
Tony, you have question number 7. And read, what strategy do you have to avoid energy rate increase in the future?
I think one thing that this just needs to do, we need to look at our cost of spending. As you know, when they had this last budget, they said they were going to do some cutting, they were going to do this, do that. If you drive into the Valley Plaza, you notice the beautiful IID buildings over there, and they remodeled. I understand it's been between $25 and $30 million remodeling. But they did it for the good of the district, supposedly, because they were going to split the water and power. And then the other thing is that we need to look at our costs. People, I've been walking and knocking on doors, and people say, and they say, well, look at the car I'm driving. Do you see an old pickup? Do you see an old truck? And I think they're all brand new. And granted, sometimes you can only drive them so many miles that you got to trade them in. But it's true. I mean, just look around. The other thing is, the truth is that they really get me is that, when they did this budget thing, we're going to cut, then they turn around and spend $275,000 to be on channel 77 that some of us get, some of us don't. And then we spend $400 or $500 every 3-4 weeks to put in newspaper ads so we can see them on TV. But my concern is a power raise. And the power is really going, we're not going to hear the story all the time about, oh yeah, we're cheaper than San Diego, we're cheaper than Edison. Well, there's a lot of people in this valley that are on same incomes. That for them, $150 and $200 a month is a lot of money. They don't care about Edison, and they don't care about San Diego. They care about what we are doing here. And as a board member, I promise you, I'm going to look into that. And try to cut as much as I can. And really work hard on it. Instead of doing what they're doing now. It sounds good that they're going to cut and do all this, but have you seen it here? No. Because they added to our ACA, and that's part of doing cost of business, and that's not good. Thank you.
Stella, this will be your last question. Number 8, and I read, what is the best way to implement the mitigation fund from the water transfer with the San Diego County Water Authority currently being handled by the local entity?
To implement, very easy, pay out the money. We formed a committee that looked at the qualifications and did all the interviews and qualified all the applicants. Pay out the money. The money's there. Pay it out. Very simple.
Mike, this will also be your last question. That's question number 9. What role should the IID play in the regional economic development strategy?
I think our primary goal, most important one, the one that's going to impact things immediately, is to promote energy development. We've got a tremendous potential in geothermal energy, solar energy, renewable energies from biomass,